There are lots of reasons you shouldn't talk to the police without legal advice first. So the first reason is this. You will not necessarily know what it is they're investigating. And even if you did with respect, you probably don't know all of the elements of that offence. Taking theft as a simple example, there are 5 elements to the offence of theft. It is the dishonest appropriation of property belonging to another with the intent to permanently deprive that person of it. Now, if you don't know all of those elements of that offence and you don't know what your answers are going to convince the officer of, or whether they're going to land you in any kind of trouble with one of those elements of the offence, then you won't know what to say. Taking another more nuanced offence, such as an offence under the Communications Act of Section 127, which has got a similar offence under the Malicious Communications Act, whereby a person is guilty of an offence if they send a message or other electronic communication, which is for the purpose of causing annoyance, inconvenience, or needless anxiety to another. Now, that is all a bit of a mouthful, which you probably didn't know unless you've looked it up already. You possibly know of the existence of it, but if you don't know the elements of that offence, you can't possibly answer questions to a police officer without at least risking being involved somehow for one of these elements of these offences. The second is there might be at least a partial confession on your part. Most people think of a confession as, yes, I did it, it was me, you got me, and admitting the offence outright. That's not the full picture. A confession is defined as any statement which is either wholly or even partly adverse, i.e. against, the maker of that statement. And that is whether it's in words or otherwise. So even if they said to you, this person has been attacked, and you just shrugged your shoulders as though you don't care, or you laughed or something like that, all of these things can amount to a form of confession because it is partially, at least, adverse to you, the maker of the statement. So those 2 things you need to bear in mind, and unless you are confident that you know them all, and even then I would still recommend that you seek advice first, to which you are entitled if they are investigating you. Remember, anything more than just your name, confirming your name and address, anything more than that, if they are asking questions about an alleged or suspected offence, those questions can amount to an interview, and you are entitled to a full copy of the PACE codes and to free legal advice. Even if you are completely innocent or you think you're completely innocent, if the police come talking to you about these kind of things, do take legal advice first. Hope that helps. Follow for more.